Kevin here once again with my 1, 2, 3 cents, and today we're going to talk about Chikara Pro. Chad and I did a video, gosh, about a month or so ago after my first live Chikara show, and really one of my first Chikara shows ever. I've seen a little bit of it on DVD, but haven't been a whole lot into the company. And I know some people watching this are going to say, what is Chikara? And some people are going to be like, this guy knows nothing about it, so why is he even talking about it? So for both sides of that issue, I apologize in advance. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it briefly. Like I said, I was introduced to it several years ago by Chad, who had bought several of the DVDs. I watched some of the DVDs, and back then I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was a little campy, but in a good way. I wasn't overly critical of it, but I really didn't get too attached or too involved with it. Then after visiting Chicago, Ridge, and Lafayette, Indiana back in April, and seeing it live and in person, and actually getting to meet some of the personalities, some of the wrestlers, you know, I became a fan. I'm really interested in seeing how things go. I know that today, May 25th, 2012, is the 10-year anniversary of the first, I guess, real Chikara show. It involved you know, matches with graduates and students at the Chikara Wrestle Factory that has become so famous and so popular now. Mike Quackenbush, the founder of Chikara. And, you know, there were a lot of big stars now, indie stars at the time, Colt Cabana, CM Punk, and let's see, I made notes here, and Chris Hero, who is now Cassius Ohno in WWE Developmental. So guys, and specifically Colt Cabana and CM Punk, who headlined that first show 10 years ago, today now are the WWE and NWA World Heavyweight Champions respectively. So it's an interesting company. It's got an interesting history. I would encourage you to get online and watch matches, become a fan of the Chikara Facebook page. Go ahead and buy some of the DVDs. Check out the shows if they ever come to your area, or if they're within driving distance. You know, we drove 5 hours to see the shows up in Chicago and in Lafayette. Chad drove one time, I think it was 14 or 15 hours to see some shows in Philadelphia. So they have a very strong, almost cult-like following, but it is a lot of fun. It's very entertaining. The characters are really down to earth, and they're fun, and these guys and women will you know, talk to the fans during the show, after the show, respond to social media requests. In fact, Veronica will be doing an interview with From the Rafters Radio next week on our show. That's at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time now, and we'll have all the information on how you can listen to that. And you know, one thing that I want to say right here now, we teased the interview last night on our show, and I referred to Veronica as a Jezebel, in a joking manner. Of course, she is kind of in a love triangle with Mr. Touchdown on one side, and Archibald Peck, Marchie Archie, MMA, mixed martial Archie, if you will, now. So it's a very interesting storyline, and I just read a blog by Veronica on the Chikara website, kind of talking about her feelings as the anniversary show comes up on June 2nd. So it's a fun storyline. It's family fun. It's family friendly. So if you do have kids, they would be more than welcomed, and expect rather to see a great and entertaining show from top to bottom. Really, there's a lot of the characters that stand out, and I can't name them all, but you know, the Colony comes to mind immediately. The throwbacks, Mr. Touchdown and Dasher Hatfield. I enjoyed them. Fist, all three members of them, but specifically Chuck Taylor and Johnny Gargano. They are the new, I'm going to butcher it, but it's the Campeonatos de Parejas, the tag team champions, if you will. Eddie Kingston is the grand champion. So it's wrestling, it's entertainment, but it focuses more on the wrestling, but the entertainment kind of comes naturally. It doesn't feel as forced as it does with TNA or with WWE, but it's a lot of fun. I encourage you to check it out, and happy birthday to Chikara, and congratulations to all the folks that are involved with that great organization. Thanks for watching.